You're not ready for what's coming your way in this episode.
What you're about to hear will break the internet, or at least your group chat.
He was going to stick his in the Hoover.
I think so.
He was going to get sucked off by the Hoover.
I actually don't have any words or advice this week. I am absolutely speechless, and I do apologise because I don't know what else to do.
You think that's scandalous? How about this?
Disaster. I flush, and the water rises.
Oh,
it
no.
doesn't go down. In the chaos, I knock over the bin, trying to mop it up, and out falls 3 unused condoms. Not mine.
New episode every Friday. Hit subscribe and get ready for the madness. Oh Jesus, he's falling around the gap.
Do you think I'd come up the line in a bubble?
I know where I'm putting Debbie's sauce.
Hang on, can I submit my confession?
Welcome back to Meet in the Middle podcast, where British and Irish banter collide, bringing you chaotic laughs, bizarre confessions, and a whole lot of questionable life advice. Yes, you're with me, Rachel, your Belfast girl. Meet Jake, the guy who turns caffeine into code and big ideas into reality.
Ooh.
And we have Danny, our lovely Danny, brings energy, insight, and no-nonsense attitude to everything he does.
Damn right.
And we're missing someone this week, aren't we, lads?
We are.
Yeah.
Who's that?
I don't know.
The Irish one.
Yeah.
The Irish one, who's that? Yes,
James.
that's James. He isn't here this week, probably off being a legend somewhere, or just avoiding our group chat chaos. But anyway, we'll pretend to manage without him.
That is very true.
He's sunning himself.
He is
Yeah.
indeed. Lucky boy.
Yeah.
He don't
Johnny,
okay.
what is going on with you? You look
Oh
different.
no, don't. I know.
No, we're missing
Oh.
something.
It's
What's
my
that?
beard. It's because I'm doing my show this week in
Oh.
Hastings. I'm doing Everybody's Talking About Jamie. And I'm a drag queen, so obviously I have to shave it all off. But I hate it.
You look so
Oh.
different.
I know. You can still see I've like wiped all my
Little
makeup
bit
off
of
today.
makeup
but-
still on. There's
Yeah.
a little bit I can
But-
see around your eyes. I love
I,
it.
I look at myself and I'm like, you look weird. You're not Danny.
You just look naked without the beard.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I can't
We
wait
have
to
some
grow it
stubble.
back.
We have some stubble ready for next week, or will it
I
be?
don't think you will.
We're gonna have to get some mascara
I
and
might
just
just
dab
have
it
to
on.
leave my makeup on.
Yeah, get like a little spray and just make it. Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
could,
might
you
have
could leave- yeah.
I might have to just do it in like full drag.
Yeah.
Do listeners and watchers want that? Or I could like put some makeup on to make it look like I've got a bit of a beard. But I hate it. Like I feel like I've got like 7 chins. I've got
No,
so many
stop
rolls.
it.
Stop it.
Bakers want them
myself.
back.
You gotta do
Stop
what you gotta do whenever you're in showbiz.
Yeah. Hopefully you can grow it back quicker than what I can grow a beard, because this has been growing for about 4 years. So
It does
I'm
grow
sure
fairly
it-
quickly, but
It's hard
Yeah.
work growing beards.
how does yours grow, Rich?
How does your beard grow? Oh dear. Dear.
well, should we get on with the show then?
Yeah,
Let's
we've
go,
got lots in
guys.
store.
All right.
This week on Have You Heard, we've got a bit of a futuristic, bizarre story to tell you all.
Ooh.
And it's funny you should talk about caffeine, Rach, in the intro. And it's quite worrying because we've got a coffee that led to a divorce.
What?
Yes. So this story that we've got, it's so bizarre and worrying that this is the way that things are going and the way people are taking so seriously about AI. This story could
God.
easily feature in a confession or one of our other segments, but it's in Have You Heard this week. Got in there first. So what might sound like the most 2025 breakup ever, a woman in Greece has filed for divorce after using AI tool that claimed her husband was cheating.
What?
Right.
Yeah. So we've all
How the hell do you do that?
So have you heard of how people read tea leaves and strongly believe in the future of what the tea leaves are saying?
Yeah, like tea leaves,
Yeah.
tarot, all of that. kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah. Well, this was based on analysis of the coffee grounds that were left in the bottom of the cup.
Right. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because people do read like coffee grounds, don't they?
Yeah.
Like the remnants of the bottom of the coffee.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I just didn't stir it enough, and that needs chucking out. Not
Hurry
Yeah,
up,
Bovril.
sir.
yeah, the bovril grounds at the bottom.
Get the granules in.
So it's such a bizarre story, and like I know we've all played around with AI and done sort of like things, and like I've used it for
I haven't.
certain things with like you can be like have your own therapist, and I've tried it, and bizarrely it will talk to you quite accurately.
Yeah.
I've even had it read my palm, and yeah,
What?
I
Oh,
took
did
it
you
with
send it a picture?
yeah, I sent a picture of my palm.
Wow.
And it read my palm. Whether that was accurate or not, but I didn't take it to heart that I'm not going to have any kids and I won't get married until I'm about 60 or whatever.
Oh, Jay.
What?
No, I'm only
But like,
joking.
does it
Oh.
Guys, like, are you for real? Does it not though? Like, is it like, does it listen to your phone though and like tell you stuff about you, or like what? Like AI really makes me.
Well, it has all the
scared.
abilities to do that, doesn't it? You share whatever information you want to share with it, I guess.
Yeah.
Scares me.
Permissions based.
But
Very interesting to hear about
yeah.
coffee
Myths.
grounds. So
Yeah. So the worrying thing is this AI program, it was built to modernize the ancient Greek practice of tasseography. So it's basically fortune telling via coffee grounds. And it interpreted the
Okay.
leftover grounds in a morning brew and reportedly flagged romantic betrayal. So she confronted her husband and the evidence
right.
and proceeded with a divorce because she strongly believed in tasseography and filed for the divorce.
God.
It could have just been really cheap coffee.
It could have been. It could have been. But that coffee in the morning led to a file from divorce.
I mean, that's taking it a bit too far.
It is,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But there are people that are quite passionate about this, and if they're taking that technology to the next level, it's so bizarre, and
Yeah,
people
but-
will think that way.
Isn't it's only as good as the information you give to it.
Put in, yeah.
So you have to teach it to be able to do all of that stuff. Doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean that it's going to be accurate all the time.
No.
I mean, that's one thing you always have to like kind of state when you use. I know we in my place of work, we
Yeah.
always say kind of like, this has been generated with Copilot. Please check it for accuracy, because it doesn't always get it right.
Yeah.
And it's early
exactly.
days.
So
yeah,
did that stand up then? In, like,
that's where she filed for the proceedings that made out that he was romantically betraying her. But romantic betrayal can mean many things. It could be like love is such a spanning thing. It could be something else. There could be a lie that's been told elsewhere that's not like romantic in the sense of like this couple being together. But
Yeah.
to then take it to that stage of proceeding with a divorce because an AI program read some coffee grounds and said your partner's been cheating on you, but that is where it's gone, and obviously this is such a bizarre
That's
story.
so
When I read it, I was just
bizarre.
like,
I'm
It's worrying.
intrigued. I'm intrigued to like do it. I'm intrigued to like finish my morning coffee and tell it to read it.
yeah,
I'd
But
love to.
also, like, that's just like going to a fortune teller and a fortune teller telling you, like, you're going to be divorced, your husband's going to cheat on you, like, or. But do you believe it? Do you not believe it? How strongly do you have to like believe this? And
That's true, I guess. Yeah, I guess I would probably believe it more if it was a real person. But you're absolutely right. Like, it's still
Like-
the same
yeah,
thing, whether it's a computer or a person telling you. You don't know if it's.
we all went and had our fortunes told in New Orleans,
We did.
yeah,
and
and
like
that was
we don't know
bizarrely.
yet if any of this is coming true.
Well, so talking about that, then, like
Mhm.
the first reading I had done, and I'm not sure, I can't account for you guys,
Mhm.
but I thought she was pretty spot on.
Yeah, she was.
The
Mhm.
second one that we went to, I was like, nah.
It was very
You're-
cold.
I was just like, nah, you're blagging. This ain't,
Yeah.
nothing is relating. You've touched on maybe a couple of things, but nah.
It was cold, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm. And I know that's different compared to AI and a real person, but it's the kind of the same thing, because if someone's actually telling you something about your life and it's relatable, then what extreme do you go to actually believe it?
And I guess with something like the AI, AI could make it really, depending on how much you've shared with it, can make it really personable about you. Because it can
Unbelievable.
mention your name. It could, because whatever you've taught it, or if you've been
Yeah.
chatting for a while, like with, an AI system,
Yeah.
it starts to like
Learn.
understand learn your personality, doesn't it? So
Mm-hmm.
that potentially, I can see why people might go, oh, I kind of believe this, because it's bringing up stuff that maybe we've talked about before, and
Yeah.
It is
It
worrying
opens
when
up
you
a
do
big
that.
can of worms, doesn't it? Like, just opens a massive can of worms.
Yeah, but when it is feeding back to you, like I've been playing around with it for a few things, and there's some things that I've probably shouldn't have put in there, but you've asked it
what
about.
did you put in there?
Just
Not a dick pic.
No. It didn't read that.
Read my dick.
There's probably going to be an AI app out there for that. But it was just the way that it fed back to something that I asked it like a few weeks back, and it was asking me, "Oh, is this still the case?" And I was just like, "Wow, this is now learning."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But going back to this story though, but surely for her to go ahead with that divorce, there was got to be some suspicion in her head to think that was happening, because you wouldn't go straight to the divorce side of things. Or was it a way of getting out of that relationship? You just don't know. But there's got to be something that triggered.
100%.
But this is like the early stages of AI. Where will we be? This is very Black Mirror.
But also,
Really?
it makes you think about like the legalities. Like, how would stuff like that stand up in a court of law, where a computer and artificial intelligence has? Well, do you know what I mean? I guess that's why there has to be this legal stuff around the use of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you should say that, because there was, I think last week or the week before, there was a case that got thrown out of court because the defendant didn't have a lawyer. He had an AI lawyer on the screen, and it looked as if, it got completely thrown out. The judge was like, no, this is not on. But it was an AI avatar proceeding with like his defense.
Are you for real?
Mm.
Oh my
I know we
goodness.
have robots that do people's, can do a job in like factories and stuff, but not. Well, AI is technically a robot, isn't it?
Yeah.
God,
It's fascinating.
That's fascinating. Yeah,
it's fascinating, but it's really scary.
It is.
Yeah.
I'd
be quite interested to listen back to these episodes where we've talked about AI and just things that have coming up, say down a year down the line, and thinking, wow, that was old compared to what we've heard now.
Yeah, that was
a
year ago.
So I think we might have a few more coming down the line with these sort of stories. Just the bizarre world that's changing. There's
interesting
a lot
to hear what all our viewers and listeners,
Yeah. Well,
what do they think?
Yeah. Well, funny you say that, Rach. If you want to get in contact with us, you can direct message us, or you could also direct message us with a voice note on Instagram at podcast.meet in the middle. Yeah. So we're getting futuristic now. So
we want to hear your voice note.
Yeah, and we can play it out on a future episode with your comments. Or if you just got any general comments about the podcast, just feel free to voice note us on Instagram.
Right, it's that time again for Agony Aunt with me, Rachel. Nobody joking, it's me.
What accent is that?
Right, well,
Rachel.
It's Vera from Coronation Street.
I don't think you're going to get the job. I don't think you're going to get the job in Coronation Street.
Sorry, I just had a wee outburst into character. Anyway, yeah, that's right. I'm back with your weekly dose of dirty dilemmas and saucy solutions. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here, guys, this week I have 3 Agony Aunts from guys.
So it worked. The call to action worked.
Yes, all the guys
you.
wrote in. So thank you so much. And let's get down to the first one. So my wife thinks I'm cheating with the Hoover.
What?
Yes. Dear Auntie Rachel, I was home alone, just me and the Hoover. One thing led to another,
Oh my God.
and I started narrating our cleaning journey like a sluttery romance novel. I whispered things like, "You clean better than my ex," and "Go deep under the couch, baby." Then I
Oh.
lit a candle for the mood. Marvin Gaye was playing. The lights were low. Guess who walks in? My wife. She stirs. I freeze mid-caress. Hoover beeps innocently, like it didn't just ruin my marriage. Now she thinks I'm either cheating on her with the vacuum or developing a fetish for the household appliances. Is there a support group for this? Can you help me?
He was going to stick his dick in the Hoover.
I think so.
He was going to get sucked off by the Hoover.
This isn't from
Making a beeping noise.
This isn't from a listener in Greece, is it? And she read the Coffee Grounds and found out that there's a romantic betrayal by Hoover.
I don't know.
God.
I don't know. Listen, like,
Oh.
what do you do there? Your wife walks in, you're sitting with Hoover, like.
I mean, that's weird.
It's weird.
I know people have like sexual fetishes.
We're not king shaming, but if you want to do that, just do it safe.
But it is an appliance only. You do not fall in love with it. You know?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think that's in the manual, is it? Don't stick dick in Hoover.
Well, some people might do that, but it sounds like he's falling in love with it.
I know.
Like caressing it.
Like
Like
what
lighting a candle.
Marvin Gaye on in the
Yeah.
background. Let's get it on.
Get it out.
Don't get me wrong.
Ooh.
Don't get me wrong. I got excited when I bought a new Hoover, but that's just turning over 30, but not in a romantic way.
Oh, God, that's so boy.
That's just. Oh no.
I actually don't have any words or advice this week. I am absolutely speechless, and I do apologise because I don't know what else to do.
I wonder if it's Henrietta Hoover. Like,
The little eyelashes.
For Henry or Henrietta.
Oh.
Oh, God. Well, I just think maybe you should take your wife on a date and try and make it up to her. And I don't really know what to say.
And don't stick your dick in a Dyson.
Dickie Dyson. Oh,
I'm
God.
crying.
We've lost it. We've lost it. Donnie's lost it.
oh my goodness.
Oh, well,
Oh,
would you do
here's
that?
me.
good luck with that. Cheating on your wife with a Hoover. That sounds fantastic. Oh, God. Maybe teach her a few things that the Hoover does that she doesn't. I don't know. Like, I really am speechless this week. But thank you for sending that in, because it's given us a bit of a giggle. Oh,
Hope you and the Hoovers doing well.
Yeah. Maybe don't put a ring on it yet. Oh, we've lost it. The mistress. Oh, God, right. Are we ready for the next one?
It puts a whole different meaning to wet Hoovers now, don't it?
It really does. Oh. So, my mother-in-law has invaded my man cave and declared it an independent state. Dear Auntie Rachel, I built the ultimate man cave. Leather recliner, PlayStation throne, fridge full of root beer and regret. It was perfect.
America.
Then my mother-in-law arrived in and claimed it for herself because it has good lighting. Now it's full of knitting needles, lavender candles, and the ghosts of my lost masculinity. She even renamed it the Zen Den. My neon Beer Me sign is now hanging above the fern collection. She does yoga in there. Yes, yoga. In front of my signed photo of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. How do I reclaim my space without ending up in a divorce or a yoga pose called the downward facing homeless man? Sincerely, uncaved and unhinged. Please help me.
So what is the mother-in-law doing? Like, does she live there?
I don't know.
Or are they living with her? Because if they're living with her, then
And it's her house. Then
Yeah,
she
she's
has
got every right.
It's her room. Yeah.
But it's his man cave.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's her house, I mean, it's
Yeah.
her house, so every room is hers, basically.
Mm.
But I mean, if it's not, tell her to get out.
Yeah.
Or be nice and share it. You can maybe just have like times,
half and half.
you know, yeah, like days.
Yeah,
that
you have days, I have days, and we'll just split the bill. Maybe
And
remove all
also-
your stuff, like your Zen bits and bobs, and put them back up again.
Yeah,
whenever you use it.
or sometimes like a woman's touch is nice in like a, you know, let's get rid of this like masculine, feminine thing. Let's
Yeah.
just blur it together. Sometimes it's nice. You've still got your PlayStation in there. You can still play it.
Yeah.
You're not looking at anything else while you're playing your PlayStation, so
And
don't
you've
worry
got your
about it.
recliners, you've got your fridge, you've got all your bits and bobs that you
Exactly.
got, so just share it.
And the
Or
lavender means that it smells nice.
Yeah.
So if you're farting in your BO,
Oh.
the lavender's going to cover it. So
And your beer
it's a
beer
win-win.
burps.
Yeah.
Your beer
Yeah.
burps.
And all the smells you're probably getting from fucking your Hoover.
Don't do that in the man cave. Well, maybe do that in the man
Or,
cave and no one comes in.
Or if the mother-in-law is living with them and they're trying to find a way of getting her to move out, that's your way of getting her to move out.
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go.
There you go.
But obviously have your partner in on it as well.
Yeah, but if you really want to get her out, just be in there at the same time playing PlayStation and just fart and
Yeah.
burp and belch and all of that.
Well, she does that as well.
Oh, God.
And I don't know.
It's a
You're not going
win-win
to win.
situation.
You need more lavender.
Yeah, that might be why she's put the lavender in there to stop her smells getting around.
Well, yoga and those
Oh.
downward dog poses, you
Oh.
know, they do cause havoc with.
Yeah, and things loosen up down there, don't they, when they get a bit older?
Do they? I don't
Yeah.
know, Jake.
You two
Maybe
tell
Sophie
me.
on.
You're older. You're older.
I'm
Not
only
that much
38.
older. I think you should
We'll
move on to
just
the next
leave
one.
that one there. Yeah. I pretended to love dogs, and now I fear a Chihuahua named Butch. Dear Agony Aunt Rachel, to impress my girlfriend, I said I love dogs. Harmless, right? Now I live with Butch, a 6-inch tall, 4-pound Chihuahua with the rage of a Viking.
Be still my beating heart.
He guards the living room like he's Helm's Deep. I can't pee without asking permission.
Oh.
Yesterday, I dropped a crumb. Butch stared into my soul and peed on my laptop. My girlfriend giggled and said, "Aw, he's asserting his dominance. Lady, I'm not the alpha. I'm not even beta. I'm Omega, the guy who sleeps on the floor while Butch gets the pillow.
Oh.
How do I survive without being eaten alive or dumped? Sincerely, Beta in a Chihuahua dictatorship. Please help me."
That's a tough one. But
Well, dogs do win over like people's
They
hearts.
do.
So if you have a dog and your partner comes along, unfortunately it's like a child, your dog comes first sometimes.
yeah, but Chihuahua though,
And
they're all
It's
quite.
a wee baby.
Yeah, I know they're
It's only
quite
little
fearless.
tiny.
And
Yeah.
you know, Danny, you've got 2 Chihuahuas as well, and they are
do.
quite fearless. Well, look at how Belle took on James that time we
I
walked into your
know.
house.
He was a little
Oh.
bit too vibrant for her.
Yeah,
Yeah, and she was
Oh.
like, "Nah, I'm not having any of that. You need to calm
Did Belle
down."
not like him?
No, she
No.
loves him.
She loves
no,
him.
she loves him. She
Was
did
she
give
just
him love.
like,
but
She
it's
was
that
like,
initial.
"You are too hyper. You need to calm down."
Yeah.
That's she was just telling him.
We need her on the podcast when he's here.
Yeah, she's fast asleep on the spare bed pillow up here right now.
Belle, if you can hear us, can you bark?
All right, Cheryl Cole.
She's a daddy's girl, so she just wants to be with me all the
Oh.
time. A little bit. I
Bless
love
her.
my chi-chis.
Well, my advice is just try and get to know the dog a little bit more
Yeah.
and enjoy
Yeah.
the company together and just take it on the chin. Like if he gets the pillow, just say, look, you can have it one night. Maybe the next night I'll have the pillow and just put him on the floor or just...
Yeah, or
Just
teach him that you got to
blend.
share. Maybe you could
Yeah.
sleep above your head or in between you or
Yeah,
not in the
just
bed at all.
blend. Have cuddles on the sofa and just blend.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for writing in this week. I really appreciate it. And you listened to my call of action last week. So Please send us in more, and we'd love to hear
Yes.
from you. So speak soon.
Yep, it's that time again. It's time for...
What the fuck?
That's right. What the Fact with me, Danny, where we uncover the truth behind life's most puzzling questions. But the answer is more elusive than you think, because, of course, as per usual, I like to throw in some bullshit answers to throw you off the scent. Your job is simple. Give me the correct answer. Are you ready to play?
What the fuck?
Yes,
All
we
right.
are. Bring it on.
So today's word
Mhm.
is Absquatulate.
Oh,
Absquatulate.
Are you squatting with your abs? Abs?
Well,
Squat, Julia?
we
Are you
shall
abbing
soon
squats?
see. Absquatulate.
Okay.
Is it a technique involving squats to tighten your abs and your minge at the same time?
For Christ's
there we go.
sake.
The minge is straight in there.
To tighten your minge and your what?
Absquatulate. Your abs and your minge at the same time. So absquat, it's like a squatting motion that, tightens the minge and the abs whilst you
Let's
do
try
that.
that out in the gym. I'll tell my gym instructor. Sure.
That's absquatulating.
I'll let her know.
Or is it B, the weird full body hover that people do over toilets when they're too grim to sit on? Absquatulate.
Oh, okay.
Or is it C, a word to describe a quick shag and then scarper?
Oh.
Shag, do your business, go. Absquatulate.
Right.
Or is it D, a word that means to leave abruptly or without saying goodbye? Absquatulate.
No, because that's like an
Ooh.
Irish goodbye. So how could that
Or
be an
French exit.
absquatulate?
You just don't know. It could be A, could be the tightening of the abs and the minge at the same time. B, the weird full body hover that people do over toilets when they're too grim to sit on.
Absquatulate.
A word to describe a quick shag and then scarper, or to leave abruptly or without saying goodbye. Absquatulate. What do you think?
The toilet seat is grabbing me, but then the Irish goodbye, because
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the toilet seat, because it sounds like you want to sit on a toilet seat to go to the toilet because you're busting to go, and you have to do this absquatulate, this funny hovery up and down squat. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? Absquatulate.
I don't know.
Okay. All right, well, we shall soon see, Rachel. Thank you for that. Jake?
Sorry, going back to the toilets, I'm having flashbacks to just random festival toilets where you may have to squat if you need to poo.
No.
Can you imagine James in this situation? He has to put the toilet paper down.
There'd be no
What was
amount
it?
of toilet
4
paper.
sheets, exactly 4 sheets, or
Was
something.
it 2,
like
2,
that.
and 1?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Something like, yeah.
The format.
I'm thinking the exit where you just go.
So
Is it D?
the leaving abruptly and without
Yeah.
saying goodbye.
Yeah, leaving abruptly without saying goodbye.
Okay.
Absquat.
Why would you go with that?
I'm just going with abscond.
Oh.
So absquatulate. Yeah.
Absquatulate, abscond.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see what it was. Is it a technique involving squats to tighten the abs and your minge at the same time? It is not. That is a bullshit answer, and I made it up. Why? Because I can. Is it C, a word to describe a quick shag and then scarper? It isn't. Another one that I made up.
Oh.
Is it D, a word that means to leave abruptly or without saying goodbye? It is the correct answer.
Oh,
Well done,
Jake.
Jake.
For
Yes, it
God's sake.
wasn't a weird full body maneuver that you do over the toilets if they're too grim. It is a word that means to leave abruptly or without saying goodbye. It basically means to scarper suddenly, to vanish without so much as a polite wave or a cheers now. No. In short, it's basically the poshest way to say you've legged it. Usually, when someone disappears mid-drama, mid-debt, or mid-dinner, they absquatulate.
See
So
you
here's an
later.
example. Oh, yeah, he absquatulated the moment I mentioned commitment.
Oh,
That's why he absquatulated. So where did it originate from? Well, it was invented in the 1830s in America. Of course it was. During a period where people thought if they just added Latin endings to nonsense, it sounds clever. It's like they took sod off, put it through a thesaurus, dipped it in mahogany, and said, "Yeah, that sounds intellectual." And so just picture a cowboy who read half a Latin dictionary and thought, "This will impress the barmaid." Yep. Absquatulate. So why would absquatulate be used? Well, basically, to sound educated when describing someone doing a runner. So it's ideal for gentlemen criminals, morally bankrupt lords, or perhaps you make Darren when it's his round. It's also, or James. He's absquatulated.
this week, see ya.
James has absquatulated this episode.
On a plane.
There we go.
It's gone.
It's also brilliant if you want to say someone ran off without sounding common. He didn't ghost me, darling. He absquatulated.
Jesus.
I like that.
What a big word. What a big, weird, posh word. Absquatulate.
I know. Do you want to know a fun fact?
Yeah.
About
Yeah.
absquatulate? Okay. Well, it was actually created to mock pretentious speech. So it's basically a Victorian piss take.
A Victorian piss take.
Yeah. You're mocking. It's such a pretentious word. It's just mocking it, basically.
It sounds pretentious because that's like an Irish goodbye.
Yeah, it's a
basically
word.
like, you fuck off, see you later. You don't even say bye, you just go, see ya. Like,
and that's coming up in just a moment as well, Rach. So funny that you say the Irish goodbye. So yeah, it's basically a word made to take the mick out of people who take words too seriously. So when you use it, you're not being posh. You're being sarcastic about being posh. It's very meta, very British.
Yeah.
So I've come up with a couple of types of absquatulate. Do you want to hear them?
Yeah. Go on.
Right. So the first one is the awkward date escape. So this is like, I told him I was vegan and allergic to cats, and he absquatulated so fast he left skid marks on the menu.
Oh, that sounds dirty, though.
Skid marks on the menu.
In
He
that context,
absquatulated so fast.
Out of context, that just sounds wrong. He absquatulated so fast.
Like, if people do not know what that means, they'd be going, what did he do?
Yep.
In the restaurant of all places.
He shit himself.
The second one is the Politicians Disappearing Act. So he promised to serve his constituents and then absquatulated to the south of France with a lobbyist and a dodgy offshore account.
Doesn't sound bad at all.
That just sounds like a proper, silly politician, doesn't it?
Well, it sounds true, doesn't it? Probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
The third one is the Irish goodbye, but make it theatrical.
Okay,
No goodbyes, no hugs, just a puff of smoke and a taxi receipt. Absolute absquatulatory artistry. Happy the Irish goodbye.
That happens all the
And
time.
then there's the family function flit absquatulation.
Ooh.
So as soon as Aunt Maureen brought up Brexit, I absquatulated with a plate of sausage rolls and my dignity intact. Thank you, Auntie Maureen.
He brought the doggy bag with him. Sausage rolls.
So why don't we use the word absquatulate anymore? Well, basically because it sounds like you're choking on a thesaurus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one can say absquatulate without sounding like they're trying to impress a judge or a very smug crossword puzzle.
Yeah.
It's too posh for the pub and it's too silly for the House of Lords. And that's saying something.
That is.
Basically, what we've done is we've streamlined it now, the word absquatulate. We say bolted, scarpered, or Gen Zs, they like to say I've dipped, and just silently vanish, like we're avoiding a neighbour with a clipboard. That's how we have streamlined it. Ghosted as well. We say ghosted.
Yeah.
As well. So there you have it. Absquatulate. A word so ridiculous it got itself cancelled by the common sense of the English-speaking world. Perfect if you want to sound like a Regency era con man or someone who owns more than 3 fountain pens. Absquatulate.
That is brilliant this week.
There we
Fantastic.
Love that.
So I hope you enjoyed that one. Well done
did.
for getting it right, Jake.
Thank
Unlucky
you.
Rachel.
You
But
always
join
get
us
them right,
again.
Jake.
He
I know.
does, yeah. As usual, I'll be back again next week with another.
What the fuck?
Beyond View, welcome on to this week's.
Oh, here
Is it right?
What is it? Oh,
Flip
Yeah.
sake!
There we go.
what was with the French?
Well, that's a clue to this week's theme.
Oh,
Oh, for
So-
God's sake!
je suis fatigué.
So what did that intro mean?
Welcome. That was welcome in French and welcome in German. Beyond View, welcome on. This week's theme is everything
Are you in-
European because we've just had Eurovision.
Oh, we have.
Yes.
I thought is this Eurovision stuff?
Not quite Eurovision songs. So I'm going to be playing. So for anyone that's not listened to the
flip's
quiz
sake, with
of the
Jake.
year, that is yes, for flip's sake with Jake.
I love it.
You'll hear a clip that's played backwards, and you have to guess what it is.
Okay.
So the answers will be: you've got to just guess the name of the song that I'm playing, and the clue is they are European themed. So it could be a country that's in the title.
Oh.
It could be a tedious link to it, and I will warn you, there's a couple of red herrings in there. All I need is the name of the song.
Okay.
Right. So
Nothing
we
else.
just need the name of the song.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Right.
Yes.
Now you better
Name of
take
the
my
song.
answer for correct.
Well,
If
you
I
need to
get it
buzz in,
right.
don't you? Yes.
Well,
So talking of buzzing in, Rachel, what's your buzzer this week?
well, going off my Agony Aunt story, you know, the gorgeous Hoover.
Yeah.
It's gonna be this. Sorry,
Love it.
I just
Love
had
it.
to do it. I just had to do it. That's good. That's good again.
Hello, darling.
Oh, love it. Danny, can you beat that?
Well, going off of your have you heard, I'm going for
Amanda, can I have a coffee?
Amanda, can I have a
Hopefully-
coffee?
Hopefully, Amanda wasn't the name of the person in the story of this week's Have You Heard that's now divorced him. Is it any coffees from Amanda? Okay.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
So I'll play the first song, and you've just got to buzz in once you know which song it is.
Gotcha.
So you can wait to the end, or you can buzz part way through, but I'd recommend waiting to the end of the song's played. Okay. So, clip number 1. That was Rach.
Is it? I can't speak French.
Is it I Can't Speak French?
Oh,
Yes, it is.
Rachel.
So there it is for anyone that doesn't know I Can't Speak French by Girls Aloud.
Funky music to the talking now.
Or the Hoover.
That's a little throwback to one of our early episodes where you were talking about going to see Girls Aloud and you hit that deck.
I
I
did hit the
love
deck.
Girls Aloud.
Yeah.
I've
They were
seen them as
fabulous.
well.
They're good.
Yeah.
Love
Okay.
it.
So there's 1 point on the board for Rachel.
Well
See?
done, Rach.
It doesn't need to
I
be
love
chaos in. Yes, for flip's sake, with Jake. It's only when James is here there's chaos. Okay. Clip number 2. Oh,
Rachel. I'm not doing very well at this.
Is it 99 red balloons?
Do you know what?
Something.
Red balloons.
Do you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good this week. So it was in fact.
Yeah, so it is that song.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
What do you
But
mean
I
you're
was
feeling
looking- I
good?
was-
It's right.
If I was feeling like dead on, I'd have said you need to get 99 Luftballons for it being
so you
German.
made
But
it,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
99.
You've got a very good ear, Rachel.
I know.
Look at your tunes.
I
Yeah.
know.
I'm struggling here.
Okay. So come on, Danny. Come on.
This
And
is
if anyone's
hard.
playing along at home, let us know how you're doing. Okay. Clip number 3. Danny, you look like you're about to do Feed the World.
Feed the world. Heal the world, not feed it.
There's no
is
need
it?
to be afraid.
Afraid.
You know I can't get my lyrics
Well,
right.
'cause I want to hear it closer because
Okay.
I'm not doing very well.
Clip number 3.
Amanda, can I have a coffee?
That was Danny.
Is it the
was no
final
hard.
countdown?
Ooh.
It's
it the final
count?
It sounds
Yes, it is.
Yes. Well done.
there we go.
Danny.
Do you know what?
Love it.
I feel like I'm doing hospital radio with Final Countdown playing, just with the headphones on. Here's your Final Countdown.
Oh, and that's what they were called Europe, weren't they?
Yes. Yeah, that was the connection there.
Yeah.
Europe.
Who knows their tunes now, eh?
Yeah. Probably Final Countdown isn't the best song to have on a hospital radio station, is it?
Oh, Jay.
But flip side, right?
Okay, so Danny, you're on the board. So the scores on the door are Rach with 2, Danny on 1. Okay. Clip number 4. Rachel.
It's ABBA, but I don't know what fucking song.
I think I know what it is.
I need the song.
Amanda, can I have a coffee?
Oh, you haven't said a song yet, so you can go.
I'm gonna have to pass it over.
No, because she hasn't.
No. It's the winner takes it all. I don't know. Don't think so.
Is it with the winner takes it all?
It's not.
No, it's
but
not.
It is an ABBA song.
Is it Waterloo?
Is it Waterloo?
It's fucking Waterloo.
Yes, it is. And here you go.
I knew it was ABBA. I fucking knew it was ABBA.
Ah.
You've
Oh,
got a very good ear.
do you know what? It's 2-2. So this one's the decider.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right, mates, come on. Let's take
Right,
this
are we
home.
ready? Are we ready for the final one?
Ready.
My Hoover better come in quick here.
Amanda, can I have a coffee?
I think Danny got in there first.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it was me, but anyway, go for it.
Oh no. I was so
I'm not-
focused on buzzing in that I forgot what it sounded like.
I'm going to count down 5.
Oh.
4.
No, you just have to pass it over.
Can I hear it again, please?
No, you can only answer. I can't. It's unfair to Danny to hear it twice. So you got to. You buzzed in.
I haven't a clue. Sorry.
Oh, do you know what? I will play it once more, but it's the first one to buzz in.
Okay.
Gets it. Okay.
Shit.
We're ready.
Yeah. Oh,
Rachel.
Amanda, can I have a coffee?
Rachel got in there first.
I don't actually know. It's in my head, but I just don't know.
Danny.
is it? I've had the time of my life.
Is it? It's not. Do you know what?
Oh no, I know it.
I will
I
play
know
it
it.
now.
I know what it is.
I know. I can't give you the point if you know it now, Danny.
Well, can I just say it then? You just
Yeah.
don't give. It's Hungry Eyes.
Is it Hungry
No,
Eyes?
it is.
I knew it was Dirty Dancing. I just got the wrong
Yeah.
song.
So that was
Can
where
you
the
play-
tedious link was hungry, as in hungry the country.
Can you play the reverse one again, just so I hear
Okay.
it, just to hear the...
There's the reverse.
It was that.
But it
Yeah.
sounds like something else, which put me off. It
Yeah.
sounded like...
The
Oh.
yee
Oh, well.
came in at the end where it comes in at the beginning. So we've ended this
Fab.
week on a draw.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
I'm happy. We
happy.
did well.
Yeah.
We did well. We've got good musical ears, Danny. I'll take
Yeah.
that.
You have. So I would like to say thank you for playing.
Yes,
with Jake.
Jake.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. Yes, that's right. We're back with Confessionals, and James isn't here, so we're taking over. So,
Yes, we are.
sorry, James. We
Raise
messed up.
the roof and shame the devil.
It's on us. Raise the roof, baby. So, yeah, I've got the first one. James has sent in to all of us separately his confession, so none of us know which is which. So, this is the first one. Right, gather round. This is the story of how I took a shit so catastrophic it ended a relationship and possibly ruined plumbing for an entire postcode.
Oh.
I'm meeting my girlfriend's parents for the first time, Sunday roast, polite chat, everything going fine. Until my stomach does that rumble.
Oh,
You know that one? The kind that makes your arse clench out of pure self-preservation. I excuse myself and leg it to the downstairs toilet. It's tiny, more like a panic room with a sink. I sit down and unleash hell. Not a poo, a detonation. Like my intestines were trying to flee my body.
Oh.
Then, disaster, I flush. And the water rises.
Oh,
It
no.
doesn't go down. Just stares back at me like, you've done this. I panic and try to flush again. Mistake. It starts overflowing. Proper biblical flood. Brown tide. It hits the floor, hits my socks, and I scream quietly, Britishly. In the chaos, I knock over the bin, trying to mop it up, and out falls 3 unused condoms. Not mine. I freeze. I'm thinking, oh, brilliant. Now it looks like I've had a shit and a wank at her mum's house. I open the door, red face, soaked, traumatised, and her dad's just standing there. No expression, just says, well, I hope you came first. We broke up a week later. I still flinch when I see a plunger.
Oh.
Isn't that fantastic?
Oh, yeah.
It's whenever he flushes again and it overflows and it goes all over his socks.
Oh, jeez.
Why has he got his shoes off in the house when he's eating dinner? But anyway, at a Sunday
Make you
roast.
take your shoes off, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Need waders.
Well, absolutely scundered for you, love. God love you.
Oh.
Use condoms and a shit stuck in the sink in the toilet.
Oh, if it's in the sink, you don't want. Oh,
In a tiny, tiny little like toilet cubicle.
Panic room.
oh.
You can only imagine the smell that just like accumulates in that tiny space.
I wonder, was there any windows in it or just like a little vent that like poofs?
Oh. No.
Oh God.
Well, thank you for that one, Rach.
That was interesting.
Jane has also sent me one. So let's go with this one. This is from a lovely gentleman in Liverpool. So he says, I've just moved to Liverpool for work, right? Didn't know a soul. Figured I'd sign up to the gym to keep busy, maybe chat to some new faces. First day there, I'm on this leg press machine, sweating my tits off. Proper giving it the big one, even though I'd not lifted anything heavier than a meal deal in months. Out of the corner of me eye, I clock this absolute worldie walking in. She jumps on the machine next to me, tight gym gear, hair up, fit as fuck. I throw everything I've got into this last set. Legs shaking, face is red, and then it happens.
What?
I let rip. And I do not mean a little squeaker. I'm talking full on arse trumpet.
Oh.
Loud, wet, and vibrating off the fucking gym floor. It felt like it echoed down the Mersey.
Oh my God.
She stops mid-rep. I stop. Silence. I'm staring straight ahead like, if I don't move, maybe time will reverse itself. But she turns to me, eyes wide, and I swear for a second, I thought she was going to scream. But then she just raises an eyebrow and goes, Jesus Christ, mate, and starts laughing. Like proper, wheezy, belly-holding laughing. And I couldn't help it. I cracked up too. So we're both just sitting there, cackling in the middle of the gym, while I'm silently praying that no one else heard it. They 100% did. Anyway, we ended up chatting after that. Turns out she's just moved here too, from Manchester. Said I made the worst first impression possible, but at least it wasn't boring. We've been hanging out ever since, gym buddies turned coffee mates turned, well, now she leaves a spare toothbrush at mine.
Aww.
And yeah, I still fart in front of her. She still laughs. And sometimes she farts back. That's love, isn't it? Liverpool might have heard the fart, but I found someone who heard me.
Aww. I think that's lovely. And imagine farting in a gym and all over the
On the floor. It
Imagine
reverberated on the floor.
a first impression though on a worldie, like someone you fancy at the gym.
But the good thing is most people in a gym have headphones in.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So
That's a good one. Good
maybe
shout.
they didn't hear it, but she
maybe
did.
didn't. She
Well, if they didn't
definitely
hear
did.
it, they smelt it.
What?
Because if that is a wet ass fart,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's got
If she didn't
pungent
hear it,
smell behind it.
they wouldn't be together.
That's right. That's such a
Oh, that's
lovely,
cute.
happy ending to that.
Yeah.
Farts bringing people together.
Yeah.
Farts all over the world tonight.
Fart is a new love language.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. Liverpool love.
Oh, well, the one that James has sent me, I'm going to take it down a notch here because we've gone from love to.
Jesus.
Are you ready for this one?
Oh,
Oh,
I
God,
don't
go on
know.
then.
Right, strap in or don't, depending on how this goes. This is hands down the most mortifying sexual moment of my life. I've never told a soul, not even my therapist, and she knows things like real things that make Freud roll over and light a smoke. So, I was dating this girl, things were heating up, romantic weekend away, Airbnb with fairy lights, wine, the whole, we're pretending this isn't just about sex package, all going swimmingly until night 2.
Oh.
Couple of drinks in, inhibitions out the window. She whips out one of those vibrating cock rings. Now, I've never used one, but I thought, why not? Let's pretend I'm the kind of man who owns lube in more than one flavour. I slap it on, we get going, and immediately it starts buzzing like a wasp on coke. At first it's a laugh, then it gets intense. Then it starts numbing me like I'd fallen asleep on my own pecker. Mid-thrust, I realise I can't feel anything. Not pleasure, not pain, not even the shame. But I soldier on like a trooper with a dead arm and a point to prove. And then, and I promise this isn't a metaphor, I pull out. And the ring launches off my dick like a slingshot. Arcs through the air, hits the wall, plops into a wine glass like it's auditioning for Britain's Got Talent. And then it starts vibrating again inside the glass, like some sort of possessed sommelier's tool. She stares, I stare, and she bursts out laughing and says, well, that's one way to aerate a Merlot. Safe to say, it was no third date, and I've never trusted red wine or tiny batteries ever again.
Maybe it was gone a little bit too hard on the setting.
It's whenever it flings into the wine glass, and the wine glass, I can just picture the wine going.
Running around like
that. Giving the wine some extra bubbles.
Like it's still all sparkling, sir. No, just with a cock ringing.
Oh, Jesus.
They are burnt. Just keep it coming in. You know where to send them. Just send them to james@meetinthemiddlepod.com and trust us, they are anonymous and he will keep them a secret. He doesn't even tell us who they're from. So yeah, just keep them coming in.
I've got a good idea of who that last one was.
Save that for later, Danny. So that brings us to the end of episode 70.
70?
Yes.
Wow.
So please let us know what you thought of this episode and any of our other episodes. Don't forget to leave us a comment below the episode, whether it's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Just leave us a comment. We really appreciate it, as you've seen on our post earlier in the week. So all it's got to say this week is see you next week. Bye.
See you next week.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, there's plenty more where that came from.
So hit subscribe and don't miss the next Unhinged Confessional.
And hit that bell icon and turn on notifications. Trust me, next week's episode is wild.
Are you still here? Click that video already. You know you want to.